Hello everyone, my name's Lucifer and welcome to my Dear Hatchet Man. If the person standing in the dark, smiling with glowing eyes and an axe has anything to say, this game's a dating story about dating a man with a hatchet. Only real men have hatchets, we all know that by now. Through decades and decades of cross evolution, only real men have hatchets. That's a determination of a real man. You gotta have a hatchet. Sadly, I don't have a hatchet, so I'm not a real man. So let's get into this. My name is Hunter. No, my name is Lucifer. Please get it right. It's called Lucifer. I am turning into a Karen. Oh no. I am a male. Gender is male. Is this okay? Yeah. Are you questioning my gender? No, I'm joking. Yeah. It was somewhat of an old habit of mine to walk every night. Every night I walked to pick up people with hatchets. All right. Due to the consistency of my routine, walking has helped me put my mind at ease and numb out the fresh, cool nights. Besides, it was a good source to wear me down before bed. I don't have to rely on sleeping medications as much. There was nothing fun about laying in bed, having my eyes glued to the ceiling and disassociating. That's actually really fun because you can just let go and let your mind wander. It's very fun. It's nice. I've become so familiar with the path, staring at the same damaged sidewalk, hitting a couple of pebbles with the tip of my shoes. I would usually disappear into the woods. For 20 minutes or so, I wouldn't call myself a nature lover per se. Heck, I cannot imagine myself abandoning my phone. Interesting. But at night, the woods were all I wanted. I don't know why, but this has been the only place that gave me motivation to move, to get out of bed. College hasn't been too kind to me, and having just moved out on my own just recently made me feel all the more isolated. So, okay, question. If the main character was gonna be called Hunter, okay, I guess Hunter is a name, it doesn't have to be a profession, but if they were a hunter in college, am I going to huntsman school? Am I gonna take part in Snow White in an alternate dimension? Was there something wrong with me? No, you're just no. Taking little walks to relax at night to sleep is normal. Yeah, see, you get it. You get it. I never stray from my path. It has practically become burnt into my memory, and I was kind of proud of that. Okay, that's good. Maybe. It was like my own little secret hideout, where if I could one day just disappear from it all. However, today I feel bold, and so I wandered off from my usual path, heading to the wild. Danger. On the left side there are rocks. Rocks don't belong in forest. Forests only have trees and bears. They don't have owls. Owls are scary. At first, the new environment felt nice. Without noticing, time kind of flew by and all my sense of direction withered away. I now find myself confused and alone. That's how all my nights are. Oh. Well, the music switch is nice. In the woods. Screw! I couldn't recognize any noticeable landmarks to help my way out. Oh, how funny is this? I feel like the final girl of a campy slasher movie, being tracked down by the killer. For all I know, that is actually happening. This could be like John Doe disguising himself as a huntsman. Screw, I'm so stupid. Stupid. Of course I was going to end up lost. This is why you carry a string of, strings with you. A loaf of string, not a loaf. A yarn of string, a string of yarn. A spool of string. There you go. A yarn of string. So just tie it at your bedpost, and wherever you go, you can always get back to it. Really easy. No one's ever going to actually cut it up. No, people aren't that mean. Great, not only am I lost, it's dark. No stars, only the faint light of the moon. Not doing much help, but I am losing sleep as we know it. I could feel the soles of my feet starting to ache. Perhaps now might be a good time to collect myself before I have a full-blown meltdown in the middle of the woods. I lay my head low, feeling a heavy weight on me. I took a few deep breaths. Cry or stay silent? Hey, I was taught to stay silent and keep everything inside of me. That's what I'm gonna do as a proud devil. Not the safest thing. I mean, you're in woods. Crying in the woods might attract unwanted attention from all those bears, foxes, and birds. So you don't want that to happen. My hands creeped up to my arms, trying to give myself some sort of comfort. For God's sake, I really don't know where the heck I am. Snap. The deafening silence was abrupt by what seemed like a twig. What the heck made that sound? Not a lot of things can make a snap sound, so I jumped, startling. I took a few steps back, nearly losing my balance, wherever that sound came from. I didn't see anything. Aw, don't cry. I wasn't crying. You were a liar. I'm not crying. A muffled voice came behind me. I quickly turned around and see a person. They're a bear. They are a bear person. No. Why do you look sewn up? You look a bit sewn up there. Are you Frankenstein's monster? I still could not make out his features as well. His hair was wild, sticking out from the top of his head. Hey, that's glorious hair. That's the best bed head you can get. He was holding something. A hatchet. Am I about to get murdered? My muscles tensed up as I prepared to make a break for it. He seemed to not notice my mannerisms. Hey. He held up his hands, letting the hatchet slip from his fingers and into the grass. Hatchets are not that great. Wait, this game is called My Dear Hatchet Man. Never mind. Okay, never mind. Ignore that. I was gonna say hatchets are not that great at chopping trees, but I guess it is now. Yeah. His movements were slow and harmless. Take it easy. Who the heck are you? Just some guy trying to help you out. That's it. That wasn't very comforting. At all. Especially now that he reached over to the ground, retrieving hatchets and casually swung it over his shoulder. If I'm yawning, that's because it's 4 o'clock in the morning again. I'm sorry. I haven't gotten good sleep the past few days. Why the hell did he sneak up to me like that? Why was he in the woods? Has he been following me? Where did you even come from? I live here, actually. Just a couple of miles. Got my own place and everything. Why do you have an axe? I mean, you gotta get rid of the bears and trees and woods, Yeah. Also, I wasn't crying. It's a hatchet, first of all. I know, we have to make distinctions. People can't just gender axes. Some are hatchets, some are axes. There are differences, Sure. That is actually very cute. Are you gonna murder me? What? No, I was getting some firewood. It is starting to get cold around here. I was still trying to come down from the adrenaline I had. I didn't even notice a chilly breeze. I started connecting the dots. He was probably telling the truth. I am not at all experienced in forest living. Who am I to tell him that he doesn't know what he's talking about? So why exactly did he come over here? Well, you want to get out of here, don't you? I know my way around. Maybe I am being too paranoid. He doesn't seem like he has any intention of hurting someone. See you, Lucifer? Not everyone is out to get you.
Lies. There are people who want to get me. Get me out of here, guys. Get me out of here. I don't know why I'm here. I'm being trapped here against my will.
Just follow him so he can take you back home. In case you're still skeptical, you can go behind me. That's what she said. I'm sorry. He offered out his hand, of course. I hesitated, but I took it anyway. This is not gonna end well in any way. I could feel his fingerless gloves as he gave my hand a tight squeeze. He had some coarseness, but it didn't bother me. That's what she said. I'm sorry. 4 a.m. mind, okay? I'm sorry. It is good for us to take a while. What? No, sentences. It took us a good while to get back. I must have really wandered very far off than expected. The trees were becoming less dense, and I could see his traits and more. His eyes were particularly striking, because they're huge anime eyes. They were both different. Oh, they are! Oh, the sclera is different. No, not the sclera. I meant the iris is different. Ah, I got confusion. I shouldn't be staring, but this seems kind of rude. In fact, the whole time I've been acting rude, huh? Hey, sorry for being kind of reluctant back there. Huh. You met someone in the woods. I think being reluctant is a good idea. Just saying, you know. He simply shrugged and smiled at me. I don't blame you. I mean, if I was in your position, I would have probably freaked out if I saw some random guy with an axe approaching me as well. In the woods, in the dark. Yes, very much so. Hatchet. You mispronounced your axe. Haha. Sure. That seemed to get a laugh out of him and let out some tension as well between I left. I have to say, there are those marks over here and now here and everywhere else. I'm concerned. I am very concerned. Nowadays, it's been feeling like I have been isolated. I am surprised I could achieve a conversation with him, let alone other people. I can't talk to other people. People are scary. People are scary. I dropped something. I can feel it in my foot now. With time, the dirt path merged with the edge of the sidewalk. Thank God we made it. What a relief. Alright. Dirt path. That's not a dirt path. I clearly don't know what dirt is. There you go. Oh my God. Thanks. I didn't notice that I was still holding his hand. He gave me a small smile before I stuffed my hand into my pockets. Am I gonna fall in love with him? I mean, it's a dating visual novel. Of course that's gonna happen, but still, you know. Other than having a breakdown in the woods, this entire experience wasn't that bad. I'll see you around then. He continued to stand in his place while I turned my back from the woods, walking into my neighborhood once again. Stopping at the front door, I gave him one last wave. I couldn't really tell from the distance, but he seemed to wave back. Oh, are you sure he wasn't waving his hatchet goodbye? I'm so tired. Exhausted, I immediately threw myself onto my bed, finally able to get some rest. That bunny again. I see this bunny in so many games. This bunny is a time-traveling, dimensional hopping. I get it? Dimensional hopping bunny. My eyes, they feel heavy. That stranger, he seemed nice. I didn't catch his name. I'll ask him tomorrow. Are you planning to go in the woods again? Hoping to meet a random person with an axe? Oh, sorry. Hatchet. I'm hitting my microphone again. I should not be doing this. I should be very, very tired right now, but I'm in this weird state of being both tired and energetic for some reason. Like, I'm tired. I want to go to bed, sure, but I also feel energetic and I feel very jumpy. Not jumpy. Like, adrenaline is rushing through me, I guess. Adrenaline is rushing through me. I probably don't make any sense right now because I'm talking too fast, but hey, I suck at talking anyways. Woo, 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 woo. My body's aching. It feels like someone is on top of me. Oh. That's not a good sign, is it? Your body's telling you something. You might as well listen. Oh God. How long did I sleep? It seemed way too bright to be early in the morning. I guess it must have been incredibly late when I slept. Last night, memory started flooding back to the encounter I had with that stranger in the woods. I feel some sort of mix of comforting jitters sinking in. I had only moved in a few weeks ago, but now knowing that he has been in the woods the entire time I have been exploring them, it was a little uneasy to process. It's like a part of my privacy has been exposed. To be fair, I do feel a little silly thinking that I didn't own the woods. If anything, I invaded his privacy by going off my usual path. I mean, he didn't own the woods either, so you know. Although I haven't lived here for very long, I am surprised I haven't heard about a man living in the forest. He's a ghost! He's a ghost! Then again, it's not like I'm really chatty with the neighbors to inform me about it. Was I thinking too much about this? Yes. I'm being insensitive. Not really. I mean, it's the woods. It's owned by nature. It's owned by Mother Gaia. So you know, or Gaia. I used to say Gaia when I was a kid, but I think it's like Gaia. I like both pronunciations. It's cool in both ways. Should I be feeling like I want to run into him again? Oh, I bet you do. I didn't ask for his name. Check on phone. I'm gonna check on phone. Phone, are you doing okay? Before doing anything, I wanted to catch up on what has been happening. I only see one message. It was an unknown number. Well, I'm gonna pack my bags, download new internet, and move to the Bahamas. Why not? Open message. This is a bad idea. Hey, do you know the chapter we're studying for English? Oh, never mind. My hopes were up too high. This is Erica, by the way. Oh, Erica, I remember her. She's part of my class. I could recall we exchanged phone numbers because our professor recommended it. She was the one who approached me. Nice. They didn't talk to her a lot. She didn't seem like the type, but would casually answer questions in classes. One thing that stuck out, however, was that she had an incredible style. Style? Okay. She had an eye for colors and patterns from what I could tell. It was surprising that she wasn't taking a fashion course, but instead an interior designing course. I mean, interior designing is fashion for homes, so, you know, yeah. Erica was cool and seemed like she had her crap together, unlike me. Chapter 4, I believe. With a groan, I forced myself up from the comforts of my bed. To be honest, it seemed better to do something than be slacking around in my sheets. This has been the first time I have been motivated to do anything in a while. Hey, sometimes you just need to sit down and not have motivation. It's just like that. Sometimes you get motivated and then you're up at 4 a.m. recording YouTube videos. Hey, it's just like that. That's kind of sad. Oh, ding dong. Thanks. Sorry, can you tell I don't text often? Not really. You just asked a question. That doesn't determine if you text often. You know if someone doesn't text often if they start messaging you 25 times a second. So that made me smile, just a tad. Hey, someone made me smile. Woo! Imagine not having to go towards trees and trying to tell them jokes to make them smile. It seemed like a stupid decision to go back to the forest just to think of a stranger, not thank a stranger, definitely. Dangerous, some might say. I mean, at least the sun was still out, so it wouldn't be as bad as staying in the woods at night. Right? What are we, Shakespeare? We're rhyming right now? I stuffed my phone into my pocket and prepared to get ready. I forgot what Shakespeare did. He had a special way of writing, I think it's like 3-4-3-4. I forgot what that was called. I walked back to the familiar path. The cool air was sharp as ever. I could feel it nipping at the tip of my nose. I tried to recall the path I took initially to get me lost yesterday. I mean, the whole point of getting lost is not remembering, so you know. Questions. It didn't take long for me to fall back into a daze, feeling senselessly strayed. All right, Lucifer. Just thank him and you can go on your merry way. And I guess I'm shut-eye. Simple as that. Yeah, thank him, get lost in the woods, and sleep under a rock. Great idea. Thoughts started to speculate in my head, and the more I paced around in a frantic circle. Why am I being stupid? You should be here, right? Why did I think this was a good idea? Because I don't have good ideas. So, yeah, sad. It would be nice to have someone to share the woods with. What if he hurts me like he did? Oh, hi. Oh, you're here again. Yeah. Just, hanging out. Casual, you know. Oh, thank God. It might have been in my desperation, but the sound of his voice took off a huge wave of relief. Ooh. I turned around too eagerly, seeing a smug expression in his face. He made me happy in a way. You seem to easily get lost. What if I wasn't here to help you? Help you out, doe eyes? Is that a nice way of saying two eyes? His comment made me play with the hem of my sweater. I could feel my cheeks starting to burn. They're on fire. I dumped a bit. I swishled a little bit of kerosene into my cheeks, and then now it's on fire. Yeah. Hopefully he didn't notice. Oh, guess what? You guys are fire. Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching all my videos and just everything. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah. You guys are awesome. Anyways. Hopefully he didn't notice. Well, I actually came to see you. Why did I say it like that? I need to see you. I needed to see your face. I needed to see you. I've watched too much Avatar. Avatar. I wanted to thank you. Properly, I mean. I know I already did last night, but I might have come off as crass. And I feel bad about that whole ordeal. I am hitting things with my things. I'm holding a piece of plastic which I'm just fidgeting with. Fidgety. That's what I'm looking for. I'm fidgety. Ha. So I started to ramble at this point, and I needed to get this over with before I came off as hysterical. So thank you, Alan. Wait, really? I was expecting like Lord Hycrox of the Forest Supreme clan or something like that. I'm sorry. My name is Alan. Might as well get it out of the way. Yeah. Oh well, thanks for helping me out, Alan. I gave his name a try. It came out softer than how I usually speaketh. I noticed him begin to smile, avoiding eye contact. I was beginning to feel the silence between us starting to grow. No problem. Besides, it's really sweet of you to come back just to tell me that. Oh, he was flirting, or just being honest that it's sweet. I don't know. I've never been flirted to or have flirted, so yeah. It flattered you. You didn't mind it, but I was swept off my feet. I was blown across by my feet by the wind of his flirtatiousness, that I fell on my fiery cheeks and produced a fiery inkling feeling from within me that burst forth like a phoenix about to go into the night sky. I don't know what I'm saying. It was kind of cute how he became so bashful and flirtatious so suddenly. Oh, I guess I like to be bashful now. I couldn't help but to smile back at him. I mean, not smiling back would be kind of rude, right? We began to start a whole different conversation from there. At first, it was just regular small talk. Most of it was about me, of course. I told him what I do for a living and what I was currently studying. He seemed to be a good listener. If I'm doing something for a living, should I not be doing that so I can live? What am I doing in the woods? It became evident that I kind of ran out of things to talk about. Talk about Pokemon. You can talk about Pokemon for hours. It was only fair to ask about him, right? I don't want to make it seem that I only like talking to about myself. Not to sound rude or anything, but I'm a little curious about your whole thing here. Oh, I know I moved in and it's none of my business, but why do you live all the way out here? I've been like watching a lot of this is me saying, but I'm watching a lot of like camping videos and like people who live in the wild. I think it's really cool. Like, I don't know if I would be able to do that because, well, I suck. But I think living in like the woods has its own charm to it, and you get to see a part of nature and also experience a part of life that you wouldn't normally otherwise do. I have been camping. It's been a very long time since I've gone like proper camping / trekking. But I really did like that. My one thing that I hated back then was leeches, but I really did like just living in a tent. It's simple. You wake up next morning, you heat up food, eat it, and move on. And I really did like that, and I think it just gives you a different perspective, and it's really cool, and you should check out camping videos because they're very satisfying. Yeah. How come no one has ever told me about you? He seemed to give some sort of thought to my question. He is the monster of the woods. He simply gave me a shrug. Dunno, I always figured I had, I lived better on my own, I guess. At least that's what I think. So maybe he was a bit of a hermit. I totally don't mean to judge him. In a way, I kind of do feel for him, wanting to interact with others. He was just a little more on the opposite end. Maybe he thinks I'm the weird one for wanting to interact with him. It's not every day someone just comes back to thank you for helping them out of the woods. I mean, I don't know about you, but people come to thank me about helping them out in the woods all the time. They're mostly just dead bodies, but yay. Ghosts and stuff like that. For legal reasons, I have to say that was a joke. I don't actually go to the woods. I don't live near any woods. I don't think so, at least. And then next morning, well, next morning isn't an hour, but next morning I look out my window. There's suddenly just a forest there. For a loner, he sure was easy to talk to. Or he could just be very confused. He could just be an extremely confused potato. He was the one to first start a conversation better than I ever could. Hey, he snapped me out of it like he knew I was about to get lost in my thoughts. Want to go check something out? I think you might like it. Never trust anyone who says that in the woods. That will never end well. I blinked. The way he worded it sounded very vague. I don't know. It depends. Are you gonna trick me and plan my murder? Sounds very fishy of you. Alan. I joked, and he seemed to get a good laugh out of it. It was not a very good joke, but it felt good to just laugh with someone. Maybe I needed this. I just needed to talk to someone. I mean, now you got me curious, might as well, right? Good. He seemed extremely pleased that I agreed. He took hold of my shoulder to guide me to the location that he planned to take me. We would look at our time walking through the forest, having a whole casual conversation, and make it up for it. I can't do words. It felt like being reunited with an old friend and trying to catch up on your lives together. It was nice. I began to share some stuff to Alan that I haven't been able to talk about for a while. In return, he told me little things about himself. I took notice of him. Noises not good, usually. I did notice of him trying to crush crunchy leaves under his shoes, sometimes getting bummed out if one didn't crunch. It was kind of cute. Hey, that do be cute. I will say that is cute. I noticed his skin looked slightly more sickly pale, tiny but still noticeable scratches across his cheeks. He has to be some sort of like zombie or like Frankenstein's monster is technically a zombie, but anyways, he has to be some sort of like creature like that, right? Right? I am playing with my plastic thing. He seemed to have noticed I was looking at him. Oh no, I got caught in 4K. Snippety snappity, you got a whoopity. He was scratching his cheek or something. Now I'm spacing out. Oh my god, it's been a wild half an hour. I went from fidgety to spacing out. Hard. Whoa. Before he could come up with an excuse that I totally wasn't staring at him, Alan pushed my head down, getting onto my knees rather painfully. Wait. I could excuse that I totally wasn't. Alan pushed my head down, getting onto my knees. Rather Oh no! What the? Shh! Oh. Okay, I thought I was gonna get murdered, but all right. Alan crouched down behind me, beside me. I know directions. Carefully moving closer to what seemed like a small stream, with wildflowers and vegetation almost like a mini meadow, covering the entire land. It's a little cute deer. It looks super cute. Then I see a deer. It was happily nibbling on some grass and, on occasion, would twitch its cute fluffy tail. Both me and Alan didn't move a muscle. So I was not scared of the cute creature, but we still enjoyed the view. A little cute, ain't he? I always come here to see if he's around. That was adorable. Who knew Alan had such a sensitive soul? At least that's what I thought. I mean, just because you like cute things doesn't mean you're sensitive. You have a sensitive soul. Even like gruff people can like cute things. You know, I don't know why I'm being so skeptical here. I have no reason to be. I'm just weird. Okay, I'm sorry. It's cute. I agree. Well, yeah, go on. It may not come as a surprise to you, but my favorite animals are deers. Is that why you called me doe eyes before? Do I remind you of a deer? Hey, just because I did cosplay of a deer girl once doesn't mean I'm always a deer. Okay. Okay. Alan stayed quiet, a little taken aback by my question. However, another sound stopped him from responding. He got lucky. Huh. They're new. Oh, it's a doe. Another deer emerged from the woods, joining in. I couldn't deny that it was rather an adorable sight to see. Maybe it's more than one reason. What was that? It was barely a whisper. I could only manage to hear a few words from him. He's gonna hunt me down and eat my meat, ain't he? Yeah. Yeah. I can feel it happening. Nothing. Anyway, when I grab a bite to eat, I know there is a store not too far away from here. Why not? I'm getting peckish. I haven't eaten outside in a very long time. I mean, not because I can't, it's just that it's kind of like looked down in my family, so... Eat inside! Cook food! Better! I mean, technically, not always better, but yeah. He swiftly got to his feet again, not bothering to dust off his clothes. I mean, he lives in the forest. He's used to being part of the forest. He is the forest. He could be the embodiment of a forest spirit. He still had the decency to hold out his hand for me to get up. Alright, we probably won't take long if we get going now. Much like before, he kept holding my hand through the entire walk back to civilization. It stopped feeling so foreign, as if I knew Alan had as if I knew Alan and trusted him enough to hold his hands. I don't know why he made me feel so safe. I feel melodramatic thinking about it. Everything seemed to get blurry and I could feel my stomach doing flips. Ooh. I'd like this. It's cool. Also, I don't know why, but this just gives me Five Nights at Freddy vibes. Hero Location? Not Hero. Sister Location. Ah, the latest one. I forgot the name. I meant to play it and then I didn't play it because it's still buggy, I think. And I know I'm gonna break the game. I am known for breaking games. Either way, this gives me that vibes. Also, it looks like a nail polish store for some reason. It might just be me. It was then that the obnoxiously bright lights of the store pulled me out of the trance. I am here. I am so bright. There were a couple of people in the small store, but most of them adults collecting some boxes of beer. Alan started scanning around as if to memorize where everything was. He has eidetic memory, I see. His attention was immediately caught by the ice aisle, his smile brightening like a child. Pick anything you want, it's on me. I pick you, Alan. How generous of him. I looked around and decided to get a slushie, a soda, ice cream. Didn't he ask me for food? This isn't gonna fill me up. This is a terrible date. Terrible. I mean, okay, free ice cream, slushie, or soda is still great. And I would personally go for a soda. Slushie is like too cold and I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a slushie. Soda and ice cream, between these two, ice cream can lead to a cute situation, sure, but it's also creamy, so it feels kind of icky if it's on your face or something like that. Soda is just middle of the road. Safe option. Go with soda. Heckin' spicy. I walked up towards the soda fountain. I was craving something more refreshing than anything. You know what is refreshing? Alan. He's really refreshing. Look at that refreshing face. Got everything? Yeah. Yeah, let's go. This is really cool. Ooh, fresh onigiri. Some summer blowout sale. Cold beer. New something. Food box. Food box. Come in. We are open. A lot of stuff going on here. Why didn't we get onigiri? Onigiri is awesome. I've never had it, but I feel like it's awesome. We left the store, basking in our glorious treats. Alan proceeded to scarf his ice cream down. You're gonna choke yourself eating it like that. Then that's how I want to go. Here lies Alan, death by ice cream. He dramatically put his hands on his heart and lowered his head all gloomy. I snorted and playfully pushed him, though I could barely manage to make him lose his footing. Is Alan a Titan? Is he Kronos? Yeah. People will think you died from lactose then. I mean, I kind of am lactose intolerant, just a bit. And you took that risk? I like to live on the edge. I recently, thanks to Nyla, she doesn't know, but she managed to convince me, sort of, to try lactose intolerant milk, and it's great. It really is. I didn't feel horrible after drinking. Like my stomach felt like, usually my stomach feels like it's gonna do flips after I drink like regular milk. So drinking that was great. I only had like it's absurdly expensive here, but I want to try it with cereal next time if I ever get to try like lactose intolerant milk. Well, lactose intolerant milk, lactose free milk. Imagine your milk being lactose intolerant. That's one very farty milk. I roll my eyes. No, seriously, I stole my 5 chocolate bars when nobody was looking. What? You shoplifted? He gave me a proud smirk, unzipping his coat, showing me his loot. I was dumbfounded. Oh my god, look at that face. Look at that face. That's the face of a shoplifter, if I've ever seen one. I couldn't believe it. The man just robbed a store. How did I not even notice him? He must have been real sneaky or quick. You should see the look on your face right now. He reached in, grabbing one from his stash. You can't just... That isn't... I said it was on me, right? They aren't going to waste their time over some stuff like stolen candy. Besides, his fingers fidgeted with the wrapper, prying it open and taking a bite before nudging it towards me. Stolen stuff tastes better. Hesitantly, I reached over and took the tiniest bite. Nibble, 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 nibble. I couldn't explain it, but he was right. It was like the forbidden candy bar. Still, I feel kind of bad that he went out of his way to steal stuff from me. Offer him a taste of yours. Hey, Alan, you want a taste of me? You want a taste of me, Alan? Yeah, you want a taste of me? It only seemed fair, right? It was the least I could do. I motioned my soda towards him at first. He gave me a confusing look, but soon he got the hint. Oh, this is great. Oh, he grabs my hand too. Ooh. He leaned down, accepting my offer. Unknowingly, my plastic thing fell on the floor again. It fell. I can't find it. Wait, give me a second. I am back. Unknowingly, he grazed the top of my hand as I held a cup. Or maybe he did. I could feel him tightening his grip slightly as he looked up at me. I could feel the tips of my ears beginning to heat up. I rubbed some kerosene onto my ears as well. They too are on fire. Call me Ghost Rider. I couldn't look anywhere else besides his gaze. Oh, hot damn! You have good taste, doe eyes. He only smiled at me before walking away and continued to eat his forbidden chocolate bar. Hey! It's now suddenly dark. Sure, okay. I followed him soon after. We walked all the way back to my house, eating the stolen candy. Don't just lead him to your house. Be safe. Lead him to your friend's house. I got some sort of cheap thrill knowing we could have potentially gotten caught, and Alan shared that feeling as well. Being with him was thrilling. Yeah? I didn't notice how late it had gotten since I soon reached the comfort of my bed. I felt tired, sure, but I also felt satisfied, at ease. Whatever I felt, I knew I was gonna see him again tomorrow. Okay. Huh? I open my eyes, but I can't see anything. I try to feel around, but nothing appears to be in front of me. Oh no. And here I was having hope for this to be a normal sleep game. But no. But no. Fingers started tightening around my throat. I started to claw desperately. My lungs feel like they're about to collapse. I guess my bed's starting to strangle me. My bed doesn't like me anymore. My bed hates me. Holy crap. What a way to start the morning. Yeah, check messages. I gotta check messages. Let's go. For screw's sake, it isn't even possible that it isn't even a person that woke me up. Instead, it was some goddamn emergency alert. Something about another missing person. Seems like it is out of my control. My head was pounding and I felt incredibly drained. The time reminded me that I got only a measly 3 hours of sleep last night. I can't. Yeah, I just can't. A half empty bottle of sleeping meds on its side. I get about 3 to 4 hours. 3 hours normally, 4 hours if I'm having a good day. So hey, I feel that. I did not want to get up, but do get your rest, guys. Rest is important. Rest is very important. I don't know why I'm putting my microphone on my shoulder. I wanted to see Alan, though. I wondered what he was gonna plan today. He had a knack for keeping me on my toes and surprising me. He makes me feel warmed every time I think about him. He was kind of strange, but it was in a charming way. Well, if I was ever going to see him, I might as well get ready. Despite the rough morning, I didn't feel quite as tired as I did before. It could be because I was pretty much looking forward to meeting up with the local cryptic man I met 2 days ago, who has definitely nothing to do with the disappearances. Why would they do that, you know? Oh boy, here we go. It was certainly worth getting lost in the woods just to hang out with Alan. When you gotta get lost in the woods to hang out with Alan, that's when you know you've gone too far. Much better than wasting my time being cooped up inside my home. Water bottles and dirty laundry taking up the space. Right on cue. I see Alan from the distance waiting for me, I presume. He appears to be playing around with his hatchet before noticing my presence. He cutely waved at me with the biggest grin on his face. How do you cutely wave? I guess you wave with the heart sign? I don't know. Did he always have sharp molars? Oh no, this is not gonna go good places. Lucifer, you made it. Hello, Alan. Sorry if I was late. Not really. You're right on time, actually. Really? Huh. I figured because of my lack of sleep, I would have arrived later than expected. Alan rested his hands on his knees, trying to get at my eye level. He was really close. Ready for what I have planned for today? Yeah, is it gonna be kidnapping me and eating me? I'm sure prepared. He flashed me a hopeful smile. How could I say no to his excitement? Yeah, let's... Before I could answer, my phone went off. Ah, sorry. It feels rude to answer a phone call while Alan is around waiting for me to answer. What if the call was something important? Your service provider must be some sort of like godly service provider, because you're getting notifications, or you're getting them bars in the woods. So like, holy crack. Hey, what's up? Immediately after speaking, oh my gosh, he is not happy. Okay. Immediately after speaking, I looked over at Alan, who seemed to have an annoyed expression on his face. Sorry if I'm bothering you at the moment. I know it's the end of the week, and trust me, I want nothing more than to shun the rest of the world as well, but I want you to meet me at the park. Is that okay? Why? Are you gonna kidnap me too? I think the result of me playing so many horror games is that I suspect everything in any game now. Oh gosh. I don't see why not. Erica might have needed something from me. It wouldn't be cool to leave her like that. Sure thing. Can I bring a friend over? My eyes hovered over to Alan. His annoyed face now brightened when I mentioned him. Although once I took my eyes off him, I could have sworn that his smile dropped once again. As long as you get your hermit butt over here, I don't see the harm.
Okay, I'm a hermit now. Clip clop.
Don't be late or I'll end up ditching you. I mean, I could ditch you. Ha. Ha ha. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. I missed that. 1 second. I couldn't tell if she was joking or not. She had a strange sense of humor, and sometimes that flew over my head. R/whoosh. We both hung up, and I looked back towards Alan. His displeased face was replaced by a curious one. Whoa. He appeared to be looking at my phone. Guess I have been gone for a while. What? My phone? You've never seen a phone before? Oh no, not that. I do have a phone, but... Alan proceeds to reach in his back pocket. He pulls out a dial phone. It was a phone. An old flip phone. I haven't seen these bricks for what seemed like forever. And ironically, the brick phones are coming back into popularity with the Samsung whatever flip and whatever flip phone iPhone thing there is now. Mine isn't as cool as yours. Hey, flip phones are cool. Like, flip phones are iconic and they're very dramatic. Smartphones can't be that. He smiled bashfully before putting his phone away. Whoa, you still need to get caught up with the current times, Alan. Our phones do much more stuff now. Ah, that's incredible. He says without knowing what phones actually do. We both started to walk back to the park as I showed him all the apps I had. Being in the woods there wasn't any steady signal, so showing him any type of social media was thrown out the window. Now, nevertheless, he was still impressed as I bombarded him with this new information. If what he said was true, then he must have been off society for a long time. A really long time. Why was he in the woods? What happened to him? Dun dun dun. I did not realize that the huge scar on his arm were those stitches. I mean, that could be tattoos. I'm not yawning. No one can. No one heard me yawn. I'm not yawning. I promise. It's definitely not. It's definitely not almost 5. No, why would it be 5 o'clock? No. Oh God, Alan, what happened to you? Both me and Alan continued to talk about our day as we made our way towards the park. I wondered why Erica wanted me to come. We didn't have to study or do anything else class-related, which is what she usually calls me for. She told me that she doesn't usually date classmates or hang out with them outside of class because, well, too many guys thought that they had a chance of borrowing my bras and they were disappointed after I had the gall to reject them. What? Is that an actual pickup line? Do guys actually ask to borrow bras? What? That's some sort of like joke that I'm missing, right? Yikes. Maybe wonder why she decided to approach me in the first place. Because she's gonna murder me. Everything's gonna murder me. Everything is gonna murder me at once. Lucifer! A voice that I didn't recognize called my name. Alan puts on a displeased look, his eyes watching the other side of the park. I could see 2 people, one I could immediately recognize as Erica. The other person, however, I've never seen him before. How did he know my name? Oh! Hi! Cool. Oh my God, Lucifer. Hi. This guy was, sure, eccentric. From the tone of my voice, he could tell I was confused. Do you not remember me? He sounded kind of disappointed. Jeez, dude, now you're making me feel bad. You should try going to family gatherings where everyone asks you if you remember them. You just learned to just nod along. I gave him a good long look. The hamster wheels in my head began to turn. In my head began to move, actually. Stu? The guy gave me a smile and a wink. Right on. Oh my God, it was him. I could see the life nearly draining out of his eyes. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Probably not, but there are birds singing outside now. This is definitely a good idea to record it so early in the morning. I could barely hold my excitement in. Stu was a good friend of mine back since we were kids. Even before the two of us attended school together, we knew each other. It was when I left for college we kind of lost touch. That's sort of sad. Why couldn't you just greet me yourself, you bozo? I wanted to surprise you. What a guy, he always had something up his sleeve. He seemed quite as pleased as I was. I didn't think I would have missed him so much. Oh, I totally forgot. I've been so caught up with Stu and Erica, I seem to have just left Alan out of the conversation. However, by the look of his face, it didn't appear that he wanted to be a part of this. I kind of felt bad. This is Alan. Hey. His tone was very uninterested. The three remained silent after Alan greeted himself. Erica had this look in her eye. I couldn't tell what she was thinking, but she appeared to be deep in thought. She looks disgusted. She looks a bit disoriented there. Please, someone break the silence. I'm gonna say something. All of you must like lemons. Lemons are cool. Lemons go on everything. Lemons make you feel fresher. Feel fresh. Feel lemons. Great. Looks like it's up to me. So, wait. All three of them looked up at me once I spoke. How did you and Erica even know each other? Stu remained silent, but Erica spoke up for him. Oh, he approached me after seeing me talk to you after class, saying that he knew you. I was a bit stunned. Did Stu go to the same college as me and Erica did? Wait, sentence? Did Stu go to the same college as me and Erica did? Why is the did there? That's a bit questionable. Alan spoke up. It was a little startling since he has only said one word in the entire conversation. I feel like Erica and Stu are going to disappear, and Alan's going to make them disappear. That's my feeling. I don't know if that's true. Erica only eyes him while Stu seems a bit stiff. Things seem to have gotten a bit out of hand now. Why didn't you just approach Lucifer in the first place? That's true. Why didn't he? Stu was always the type to make the first move when greeting someone. Hey now, it's a little rude to intrude on someone when you first met, don't you think, big guy? You're avoiding the question. The two were now staring at each other down. Me and Erica looked at each other, as if we both read each other's minds, plagued with worry. Surprisingly, Erica stepped in. Thank God. If you really want to know, he approached me first because he was asking for my number. That's why she looks a bit iffed out. That makes more sense. Oh, I see. What? Lucifer? No, I get it. I'll see you around then, Stu. It was at this point Alan took a hold of me with a satisfied look on his face. Okay. Well, there goes the friendly meeting. Without a word, he took me away from the park. He wrapped his hands around my arms protectively. I can't explain why, but him being so close to me like this brought me comfort. He gave me a comforting smile when I also returned. Oh, hi guys, we were just wrapping arms around each other. You know what people do nowadays, wrapping arms around each other, wrapping legs around each other, wrapping necks around each other. It's all the same thing. Don't worry about it. Lucifer, wait. I looked back, seeing Erica running to me, Stu right behind her. I do feel bad for leaving them behind at the drop of a hat. Alan looked at me, shaking his head disapprovingly, as if telling me that talking to them wasn't worth it. Let me explain myself, please. I'll listen to you. Why not? I have nothing better to do anyways. I couldn't leave him like this. He was my friend. He was my friend. He isn't my friend. There's a difference. It's called time. My first ever friend. Oh. Yeah, no, he has a soft spot. He is my kryptonite. Alright, Stu, go ahead. He side-eyed, looking to the ground, and fiddled with the pockets of his pants. Listen, Erica worded it weird. I know that back then I wasn't... Well, what I meant is that please don't perceive me in that type of way. I really just wanted to see you. what's wrong with just asking for a girl's number? I mean, okay, it doesn't make you a bad person, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I'm weird. I guess. Ignore me. I heard enough, Stu. I gave him a reassuring smile. And again, the professor did say to give numbers so that we could contact each other. So, you know, it's not a bad thing. According to the professor, I don't know. I'm thinking too much into this. Remembering Stu back then, he was kind of a flirt with everyone. I see. It shouldn't surprise me that he tried to get with Erica. I don't know if I got upset at Stu for still into his old ways. I'm not yawning, I promise. That wasn't a yawn. That was just a passage of air through my throat. Or that I got upset that he was flirting with Erica. He was flirting with Erica. Terrible. He couldn't flirt with Erica. He's supposed to flirt with Alan. Erica was my friend, and although I don't know her very well, it was kind of embarrassing that she had to meet Stu that way. I breathed out, still smiling at the two. I know you're trying your best. I am. He said it so seriously, but yet with so much sincerity. And with that, I left with Alan. Well, that was fast. They're watching Dan TDM in the background. I tried to relax, try to distract myself. I was bundled into a ball at the end of my couch, Alan sitting on the other side. The living room was dark, with only the light of the TV giving any life. My attention wasn't on the TV, however. It was towards Alan. His eyes stayed glued to the screen before he shifted them in my direction. This is the second time I have been caught staring at him. I averted my gaze immediately. I must have been weird to him. You okay? I'm sorry. Are you still upset about what happened? I didn't want to really answer, but my silence was deafening. I'm being stupid. Sorry. I don't know why I got so upset. I couldn't control it. I could see him softening his face at the corner of my eye. I didn't know why I started rambling to him, but I did. I suddenly felt a weight on top of me, like I was being pushed down onto my back. Oh no? Alan had pinned me, his hands gently wrapping around my wrists. I was pinned to my back. Oh, okay, so my back's on the floor. Okay, couch. Lucifer. Oh? You know you can tell me anything. I get these weird night terrors, and I imagine this scary pumpkin floating towards me very creepily. And I also imagine coyotes ripping apart cactuses with their rainbow teeth. Yeah. Alan. My heart started to pound, and I felt him starting to come closer. Was that lightning, by the way? To my face. I went stiff. Hold him? Kiss him? I don't know. I don't, sure, why not? Let's go for a kiss. Woo! Woo for us. I pressed my lips against his. He seemed to be taken aback by surprise, but he leaned into our kiss. It was deep and passionate, and then pressed up against me, and I could immediately feel his excitement. I really like you, doe eyes. I shivered. His breath tickled on the lobe of my ear. You have no idea how you make me feel. Every time I look at you, my heart swells. It's like I want to hold you and never let go. Ever. His choice of words made me feel something. Although it sounded a tad possessive, he made me feel wanted and cared for. His hands started trailing from my wrists, making their way all over my body. Is this gonna be YouTube safe? I don't know if it's gonna be YouTube safe. Let's find out. Why not? No, we're not showing this part. Enjoy the rest of the video. Hey, I got an idea. Do you plan on robbing the convenience store again? Alan got it from my chest, rolling his eyes. I'll leave that for another day, but no, I think you'll like this one much better. Oh. He took my hand and guided me back to the woods. It was a bit of a walk like most of our little get-togethers, but for some reason it felt longer than before. Gradually the trees became sparse and patches of the night sky peeked through the branches. We were going uphill, having a bit of a hike on our way there. He seemed to have noticed that I was getting fatigued. If you want, I can carry you. It's no bother. Ah, fine. I can carry myself. Thank you, very muchacho. I'm good. You don't need to do anything. I would simply feel bad for making him carry me all the way up. You're incredibly cute. No, you. I'm very, very horrible. Shut up. See? Oh! Why is the music so big? Okay. He has stars in his eyes. Oh, his reflections. Okay. His eyes are literally starry. We both lay down on the soft grass. The sky was completely bare of any clouds, and the darkness of the woods made the tiniest dots of the stars twinkle brighter. It was so nice and cool out here. I looked over to see Alan's eyes glowing with awe. It made me smile, seeing him like a kid in a candy store. What's your favorite? Constellation, I mean. What's your favorite constellation? Draco. Draco is my favorite. I mean, I don't have a favorite constellation or anything like that. I just think Draco is cool because it's a dragon. That's literally it. I think Pegasus is also cool. Cassiope has a very cool backstory behind her. Then there's Ursa, Minor and Major. Then there's Leo. Then there's Orion. Orion's belt is pretty awesome. So I'm just gonna go with Draco. I like Draco. Ah, that's a good one. People often confuse it for the Big Dipper. Aren't they kind of the same? Not really. The Big Dipper is supposed to be a guide into finding Draco. Yeah, which one is your favorite? Orion. The Hunter one? Why is that? The story behind it is cool. Yeah, Orion was a cool dude in myth, and he was also not a cool dude in some other myths, so... And I share the same last name. Alan Orion? That's your full name? Alan simply gave me a nod, sighing peacefully, taking in the fresh air around us. You sure know a lot about constellations, huh? He didn't say anything about... Okay. I am clearly very dumb. Yeah, ever since I was a kid. This was probably the first thing I know something personal about him. My eyes went from looking at the stars to the stitched scar of his arm. Alan. About those scars. Oh. I see a smile drop and I immediately feel bad for bringing it up. I'm sorry. I know you probably don't want to talk about it, but it's okay. You're just worried about me, right? I gave him a nod, lying on my side, looking over at him. I gave him a few moments to collect his thoughts. He finally spoke up. Well, to start off, most of these scars are recent, only due to me and my recklessness. Like? like trying to feed a bear? Alan. I know, I was dumb. Extremely dumb, and I just believe him. Why would you just want to feed a bear? I lightly punched his arm as if it was some sort of punishment for putting himself in danger like that. He only retaliated with a soft chuckle. His smile faded, however. Not all of them were new, though. He shifted uncomfortably, and I gave him another moment. I was kind of a troubled kid. Got bullied a lot, and well, I got pretty tired of that. I got physical. So cigarette burns from your bullies? No, they were from my older brother. That's horrible. That's really horrible. Holy crap! Oh, okay. Here's a jacket, right? What? You have a brother? He did that to you? I have 3, actually. This was spinning my entire world. Alan must have been through a lot. Is that why he's in the woods, to escape it from it all? We were pretty dysfunctional. Mom was constantly in and out of the hospital, so 2 of my older brothers had to take care of us. The eldest, he burned cigarettes on me whenever I would win in a fight, telling me I finally became what I was meant to do. It was to fight back and not let others push me. I'd hate to say it worked. What about your other brothers? Second eldest wanted to pretend that everything was fine and ignored our problems. He was desperately trying to be like the dad of our group, and I didn't need one. I wanted a brother. He heavily sighed after his rant. I kept myself quiet to let him continue. My youngest brother, I got along with him at first, but he wasn't the worst out of all of them, but we had our fallouts. I'm sorry. It's alright. They're nothing compared to my school life. I got called Crazy-Eyed Alan by my entire class. I only gave him a sad expression. Feeling incredibly sorry for him, I scooted closer to him, practically touching shoulders. I can't imagine how long you must have endured it. One instance in particular pushed me over the edge. That day I decided to drop out of school, leave my family and never look back. We both stayed silent, continuing to look up at the night sky. I always thought I was meant to be alone. I didn't like being around people. I started to feel his hand starting to brush against mine. That was until I met you, Doe Eyes. He took hold of my hand, squeezing it tightly. It made my heart race. Alan. I look over at him, meeting his eyes, giving me the softest expression I've ever seen from him. I think your eyes are beautiful. You have beautiful eyes, Alan. They're very, very beautiful, Alan. I think you have very beautiful eyes. A smile slowly crept into him, and I could see his face reddening. Thank you. I think I should go back home now. Alright then. Oh. We both got up from our spots. I stretched out my arms, feeling a yawn coming up. Alan noticed, standing beside me. Let me carry you. It's fine, Alan. I'm just a little tired. Before I could get on my feet, I felt his arms hook around my legs and proceeded to pick me up from the ground at ease. Hey! He gave me a smile, holding me closer to his body. I insist. I gave in, pouting on the way there before my eyes began to grow heavy. I leaned onto his chest, making him my personal pillow, and rested my eyes. I could barely tell what was going on around me, only feeling my body being set down on something soft and comfortable. I smiled, cuddling up something soft I could find next to me. Before I drifted off to sleep, something warm pressed against my cheek, and I heard Alan's voice. Good night, Doe Eyes. Wait. That's it? I must be missing something. There has to be more to that. That ending seemed a bit too abrupt. I think I am missing some things because there were those nightmares. So either Hatchet Dude, Alan, was in the house, because this shows him looking into our room. This is a window, clearly. So I think there's more to the story, and if you choose different options, you get to uncover more of it. And I feel like if I was with Alan a lot more, he would have told me more about his past, talked about the incident that he said. So if there is links in the description. I wasn't expecting that part. I wasn't expecting that at all. I'll just blurt it out. That's fine. No one's gonna even watch the video anyways. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, so there's definitely more to the story. Definitely more. I just feel like this could have used a lot more time as well. Like, this has a lot in it. It is version 1.4, so I'm guessing it's going to be updated more. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, the art style was very great. I think it was super cool, and I was super into it. Super into it. If you get what I mean, nudge. Anyways, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to feel about this because, again, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning plus. Yes, words. I know words. I promise. It's 5 o'clock in the morning plus. A lot happened in this video. A lot happened that I wasn't expecting to happen. So yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it, guys, for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Yeah. Take care. And I'm sorry once more. Goodbye.